In this video I will explain you an important and sometimes undervalued, also perhaps unknown feature of Claudio: monitoring and return commands. With this feature you are able to analyze many problems at your customer's location. I also will give you tips and tricks how to use this feature more effectively. Thanks to the advanced monitoring features in Claudio, you are able to see all major events which have happened in the devices up to 30 days ago. It is important to realize that for security reasons, all connections between the Lisa player and Claudio originate at the Lisa player. Because of this, Claudio only can send a command to the Lisa if there is a connection. We have built an intelligent mechanism which is able to send one or more commands to the Lisa player after monitoring messages have arrived at the Claudio platform. There are many commands which can be sent to the Lisa. As still new features to the Lisa players are added, sometimes also new commands are added. It is important to know that all the available commands are documented in the user manual of the Lisa player. Before diving in the commands, I first will show you the monitoring feature of the Lisa I have on my desk here. It's a Lisa Compact BT Ultimate with serial number 334D8. We see that the device has the configuration which is configured in Claudio, and what we also see is that monitoring is working properly, and what you can see is that it also has certain backlog. Let me see how much logging there is. We see there is a logging history back to 94 pages to the 21st of July. So that's indeed about 1 month back. That's a lot of information. And now we want to see if during this time there were problems. An easy way to do that is to check for stability alerts. What do we see? We see here a few times the device has gone to fallback, which means that there was no internet stream available, but there was music on the card, and it started playing music from the card. Can we see if the device has been powered off by the user? Yes, we also can see that. That also has happened a few times. The device also has been powered on, and we can see the device has been played to the stream. You can go through all kind of statuses. We can better to select one at a time. Yeah, you can play around with this and then you can see what happened. It's good to know that for each player Claudio keeps a monitoring history of 30 days. The next I want to show you is how you can interact with the Lisa through return commands. So what we can do is send a command to it, and one of the commands which I want to send is the connection test command, ctest, to see if all connections are there. Let's see what's happening. We see the task has been executed and we see some data is received. We copy this data to a text editor and can verify the results with what we find in the user manual. Connection test is part of troubleshooting, and when we go to here, then we can show what the problems are, if there are any problems. Proxy server is not configured. Configuration server is good. Software update server is not configured, so the device will not get software updates. The schedule server is functioning well. Content and the monitoring server is also functioning good. Now we are going to our next command I want to show to you, and that's the command which has to do with the card. This is a command which shows information about the SD card. And the last task I want to send to the player is the S task, And as you can see, that's the list of tasks which are in the schedule. Now what we can see is the information already is coming fast, as there probably was a monitoring connection, and we can here see the response of the check disk command. Again, I copy and paste it to the editor, and what you see is the card is almost empty, as there is almost 32 gigabytes of the disk space available, and it looks like the card is functioning well. Now we go to the response of the stask command. We also can copy this to our text editor. We can see here, what we see is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tasks in the list. We can compare that to the task schedule, which is here in Claudio, which the player has. And we see it also has 7 tasks. But this task is only executed once, so is not in the task list anymore, as the time only is synchronized once the schedule is loaded into the player. Now I want to show you a way to send commands at the same time to multiple players. We do that with the return commands menu. So for example, if we want to update the player configuration to a bunch of players, we select this command and we select the players where we will send this command to. We will send it to both players, so we select here assign. Now the command is queued for 2 devices, as you can see in the players menu. For each player we can see that there is a command to be executed. So once the monitoring message comes, this command is sent to the player. This command can be sent to 1 player or 2 players, but also if you want to 500 players or 1000 players at a time. And this all works very reliably. In this video I've showed you how monitoring and return commands in Claudio work. I also have shown where all commands are documented. I hope this video attracts you to learn more about Claudio for your own customers. Thank you for your attention.